What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk about a story that's been circulating out here in Houston, Texas, that took place in Pasadena, Texas this past Saturday. And it's about this young lady right here. God rest her soul. This is 11-year-old Maria Elena Gonzalez. Now, she's been in this country with her father for 4 years from Guatemala. And what has happened to her is senseless, it's sad, and it's almost undescribable. I don't want to get into the particulars because, this story right here, all stories that have something to do with children being hurt or taken off this planet bothers me. But I really want to give this some national, recognition and use my platform to see if I can help this family as best I can. And she was raised by her father, supposedly. And I'll just let the video clip tell you the rest. Check it out.
Also tonight, topping the news, Pasadena police looking for the person who sexually assaulted an 11-year-old girl before strangling her to death.
Investigators say this happened on Saturday while the child's father was at work. Matt Doherty is live in Pasadena tonight, talking with the father and police. What are they saying, Matt?
Lenimia, the father is devastated tonight. Tonight, police made it clear that he is not a suspect. In fact, he was the one who found his daughter beneath a bed on Saturday afternoon.
Dispatcher just asked the subject who put the 11-year-old in a trash bag under the bed. We're very unclear on what's going on with the call split.
On Saturday afternoon, paramedics in Pasadena were sent to this apartment complex to help a child who was found not breathing. Little did they know they'd arrived at the scene of a horrific murder.
Go ahead and get everybody out of the apartment, seal it off, and separate them.
Beneath the bed was 11-year-old Maria Elena Gonzalez, her body wrapped in a trash bag, stuffed in a laundry basket. One day later, her autopsy would show she'd been beaten, sexually assaulted, and strangled.
Very brutal, and obviously it's also taken a toll on our officers that were out there and made the scene.
She was a good, quiet girl, says Maria Elena's father, Carmelo Gonzalez, as we sat down with him today. He says it's been 4 years since he and his daughter came to the U.S. from Guatemala, and 3 months since they moved into this apartment complex. He tells us he left for work Saturday morning at about 9:45. Just after 10 a.m., his daughter sent him a message saying there was somebody knocking at the door. He told her not to open it. She said she wouldn't and that she would stay in her bed. It was the last communication he would get from his daughter. I called and called and called, her father said, but she didn't answer me. Gonzalez called his brother and sister-in-law, who also live at the complex, asking them to go check on her. When they got to the unit, the door was open and they didn't see the girl. Gonzalez was the one who found his daughter when he got home, after he looked under the bed. Now police say they're on the hunt for a dangerous child killer. They're still awaiting the results of forensic tests, but so far have no suspects. Police say there was no forced entry, and security cameras at the complex may not have been working at the time of the murder.
She was a sweet little girl, a little angel. And
tonight, neighbors react to the killing. They tell us they threw a party for Maria Elena just a few weeks ago when she celebrated her 11th birthday. Now they're afraid for their own children.
To bring my daughter over here, no. And I'm just scared, going to work and what's going to happen. I don't want to think like that, but I don't feel safe here.
Pasadena police say nothing was taken from the home during the crime. They're asking anyone with information to give them a call tonight.
Guys, that's the news clip. And I got to be honest with you. My heart goes out to the father and the rest of the family, especially the father. Losing a child under any situation is devastating, but to have this befall this family like this, undescribable. It is. Man got to go to work. Now, granted, there were family members in that complex, so it was a level of safety that, he felt comfortable with. But to have something like this, and then to have the baby treated the way she was. Says she was assaulted, violated, beaten, strangled. The autopsy report says she had blunt force trauma to the head. She also suffered from asphyxiation, which is they strangled her. Now, there are monsters out here. Let's just be honest. There are people out here, they calling this person a child killer, which I mean, self-explanatory. But I want you people to know that have children, never think at any time that your children are going to be okay. She texted him and said somebody was at the door. Me just thinking about it, you know, the way the apartment was, you know, she would have to open the door to see somebody. Because, I mean, I thought it was a first floor apartment, but that apartment's up in the air. So somebody was knocking directly at the door. And I'm going to tell you something before I even jump into the situation with her. This has to be somebody he knows. This is just me thinking about it. This has to be somebody he knows and somebody that watches his patterns. And that's a small complex. It might be somebody in that complex. I don't know if he had disagreements with somebody or something like that. But nowadays, it doesn't matter. People are targeting people that are innocent and can't defend themselves at any given time, namely children. Never think your children are safe because they're inside the house. Because you got to remember, adults are the ones that's doing this to them. And they got years of experience and shystiness to put themselves in a position to where they can get that door open. I think she looked and recognized that person as somebody she knew and trusted, or her father did. Another reason why I say that, there was no forced entry. She had to open the door from the inside unless it was somebody in maintenance. Now, I'm not making any suspects, but think about it. Who else has a key, Mr. Gonzalez, that you know that could get into your apartment? Now, they said the father's not a suspect, which is obvious. He was at work and he came home and found his child. There was no theft in the residence. So that lets you know that was a targeted crime. You guys agree or disagree? It's horrific that this man is at work, can't leave his job, calling his daughter, got all of this stress and strife on her because she's not answering the phone like she should, only to come home and find his damn door open and her under the bed. What if he never looked under the bed and he thought she had left and he panicked and never searched the house? It's bad enough to find that site. I don't know if the mother's in the country or not. But for him to be the bearer of bad news, to make that call and say, hey, our daughter is dead because I wasn't careful enough, is heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. It is. This guy right here is going through an exorbitant amount, weighted amount of stress and depression. If anybody that knows him and that family sees this video, y'all rally around them and support him. Because, I mean, he's going to need all the help he's getting. Your little girl, as a father, your little girl is your everything. And like I say, when these babies are born, especially little girls, you know, hey, daddy going to protect you with his life. And for him to be at work and hoping for the best and coming home and finding the worst, horrific. Horrific. Totally sympathetic to that. I was down here when I first came to Houston. I had one of my children with me, and I would have to leave for work 10 hours. And he was around that age. I gave him distinct instructions. Don't you open this door. Don't you this. Don't you that. You call me, anything. And luckily, he listened. Now, I'm not saying she didn't listen. But I mean, no forced entry, no theft of the residence. This is somebody they know or that knows them. And you know, in small apartment complexes like that, everybody watches everybody. They know his movements and this and that. And then they just took opportunity to commit such stupid carnage. This is a horrible crime to an innocent child. 11 years old, just celebrated her birthday. They threw a party for her. And to have this befall them is tragic. They put this girl, they beat her, violated her, put her in a trash bag, then put her in a clothes basket, a laundry basket, and pushed her under. The crime is horrific. And this is what aggravates me. The crime, excuse me, the crime is horrific enough. But that after you do that much damage, to take a body and discard it and take the time to do all of this stuff, wrap the body in trash bags, and then put it in and then shove it under her bed. It's like you sending a message or something. That's messed up. May this young lady rest in peace. And it's messed up. I mean, it's 11 years old, whole life ahead of her. Not thinking about anything but being a kid. And you can't even do that nowadays. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.